Hi. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome! Welcome, one and all. I'm back. Finally. Fucking finally, I'm back. It's been like since July or something since I've done another live stream. Has it really been that long? That's insane. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the state of Kingdom Hearts. Another fun live stream. Here we go. You face red, smile. Oh, okay. So for whatever reason, YouTube won't let me have like the live stream chat in my studio for whatever reason. So I'm gonna have a hard time reading the chat tonight. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm really excited to be back. Life has just been absolutely insane. Oh yeah, I'm in Quadratum. Hey, look guys, I'm in Quadratum. It's me, lowkeymatt, your favorite Kingdom Hearts YouTuber. I am in the trailer. I'm in Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm here just announcing it now. It's been a whole ploy. This is a ploy to let you know that I am in Kingdom Hearts 4 now. I hope you enjoy me and my look at Sora. Look at Sora. Doesn't he look cool? His new design looks cool, isn't it? Hope your night's going awesome, man. It is so far. I got off work very early today. I'm very happy about that. I thought, you know, perfect opportunity to get back into the live streaming game and see what you guys are up to. I love Quadratum too. It's amazing. So yeah, you may be wondering what this whole live stream is about. So like I've been mentioning, I have been a little bit absent, a wee bit, just a wee bit absent in the whole YouTube space. And there's several reasons for that. A lot of them that I won't get into here. But to put it simply, one, Kingdom Hearts is not doing much right now, so I don't really have much to talk about. I've been digging at the bottom of the barrel to find things to talk about. And two, it's kind of exhausting talking about something that really doesn't give you stuff in return. It is a very exhausting process. It is something that drains you when it doesn't give you stuff in return. So I've had to just like focus my energy on things that are progressing, that are giving me something in return. Like, you know, friendships, you know, work, other creative ventures, things like that. So that's why I've also been kind of absent. And you know, again, a lot of other stuff that I won't get into here. But yeah, I thought that since stuff has been happening, don't get me wrong, stuff's been happening with Kingdom Hearts. It has absolutely been happening. And it's just not been big blowout news kind of stuff. It's just been kind of like going on in the background subtly for, you know, the past few months. There's a lot of these little stories that have been coming up that I thought that I couldn't really make a full video on. And so I've not really talked about them. But I thought like, hey, I want to combine them all into like kind of one live stream where I can talk about them, kind of give my quick thoughts on them, let you guys know my opinion, get some little content out for you guys, and see what you guys' opinion on these certain topics are, because things are happening. Whether in an official capacity, like in small ways, or in the community sense. I'll probably talk about this later, but the community is kind of going off right now in terms of its creativity and its output. And, you know, they're filling the gap as much as they can. And that is really amazing to see. So I thought, yeah, again, we'll just combine these little stories into a live stream, talk about them in here, and see what you guys think. Let me read some of the chat here going on. It's become a toxic relationship. It kind of has, low-key. You know, it's never giving you, it's never fully expected to be anywhere. That is the thing with Kingdom Hearts. Hello, the speedrunnist. That is an awesome name. But you know, I think it's just been away for so long. They've not really given an explanation as to why. They just kind of like, you know, dropped off the face of the earth a little bit. And so that makes it feel kind of toxic in a way. Again, I'm a YouTuber, so it's a different relationship for me. than it would be for like a more regular fan who's just playing the games and like enjoys the content, like consuming it, things like that. I have to make content on this. Part of my income is relying on this whole franchise being active. So yeah, it's kind of just feeling, you know, it's never really fun. That's because I saw the Wars Halloween art and the new Keyblades. Got to be some cryptic growth for Kingdom Hearts. People are digging. We'll get into that in a second. I've been saying it for years. Kingdom Hearts 4's 2028 release. Nobody believes me. Hey, it could happen. No one really knows. And I guess I could also mention this too. Hi, Soft Noob. How you doing, man? I am also the kind of creative that only wants to work on things that I enjoy doing. I am a person who I'm not really a gameplay analysis kind of guy. You know, I love the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts. I love it to death. You know, part of the reason why I love Kingdom Hearts so much is the gameplay and how addicting it is. And, you know, I get into details sometimes, but deep analysis, one, I just don't feel interested in doing that because there's nothing I can really, you know, do comedic, I feel, with that. And two, everyone's done it already. So, like, what do I have to add to it? So, yeah. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to do. I'm hoping for 2027. That'll probably be the best middle ground of where we are at this point. Should I talk about that? So I don't know if you guys are aware. I just want to address this real quick. Stuff's going on Kingdom Hearts Twitter right now. I won't get it fully into the details right now. It's something you can look up in your own time. But things are happening. In terms of things being said about certain people in the fan base. And I just want to make something abundantly clear from the offset, and this will always be the case no matter what. I support the LGBT community. I am a supporter of anyone who wants to express their love in a safe and consensual way. I am a full supporter of that. My sister is gay, and she has been in relationships with other women, and she is so happy the way she is. I support her fully. I want to make that abundantly clear. I do not support homophobia in any way, shape. I don't support bigotry in any way, shape, form, really. Okay? So, if you want to look up and see what's going on Twitter right now, you can. But I just want to make that abundantly clear in case something gets missed among all this stuff. All right? Good. That's all I'm going to say on that. So without further ado, let's go into this. I'm going to be going over, again, a few little stories here that have been going on that I didn't make full videos on, and I want to just give my full opinion on. So let's go into this first little topic here. First topic. This thing. This fun mess. All right. So about a week ago, fuck with us and then we tweak it out. I'm so white. Haley Joel Osment went on to his Instagram story and made a post on there stating that he was, as it says here, back to work in a recording studio place. Obviously, this heavily implies that he's doing some voice acting for a role. He doesn't explain what role it is, but he does it. You know, he's showing that some work is being done in a probably voice acting sense. The community kind of went wild over this. The community that is, they were reading a lot into this, that this was full confirmation that Haley Joel Osment is starting to record for sure for Kingdom Hearts 4. This is what that was interpreted as. And so, you know, there was a lot of posts being made, a lot of speculation going on around. The thing that was kind of going on, a lot of people were mentioning in terms of this, was the fact that you know, Haley Joel Osment doesn't really do that much voice acting. He is an active actor, I guess you could say. But he doesn't really do voiceover that much. that's what people were saying. And I was inclined to believe that at first because I am not familiar with Haley Joel Osment's filmography that much outside of Sora. You know, I know he was in like things when he was a kid, like The Sixth Sense and other like Amazon movies where he did that examining urethras. You know that line where he kind of goes into Sora a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I could find that clip. That's a really funny clip. Because this is my job. Sora, HJO. How do I look this up without feeling weird? Sora. I don't. HJO. That's not. Oh yeah, because Sora is now meaning AI. I hate that. Oh, hi, Con Man. What's up, bro? Long time no see, friend. Nice to see you back. We back on the business. And so Haley, what is that? Why is Tupac with Hill? Bro, thank God that is blocking that because that might get this video demonetized. Oh my God, you don't want to know what's behind that mic stand there. Haley Joel Osment, Sora. Here's the one.
Sorry it doesn't re-swab those urethras. Do you think I like swabbing urethras? Guess it depends on the urethra. No, they're all bad. But I swab them all the same because it's my job, which is actually really, really important. Unlike your job, which could be done by a Roomba.
I love that video so much. He gets it. It's my job. I love it when he gets into Sora. He does it like occasionally, like very subtly. And it's always amazing when he does. Okay, we're still on that same tab. Never mind. So yeah. But he has a lot of those regular acting roles. And so, that's what was making me inclined like, oh, this has to be Sora. This has to be Sora. You know what I mean? So, but when I looked into it more, that wasn't necessarily the case. He actually has a lot of other voice acting roles in like some kids shows. Like I think he did some voice acting. I think he might have done some stuff for TMNT at some point. I think he might have done some stuff for like a DreamWorks show. I think there's a video of his voice acting roles somewhere. There's like top 10 voice acting stuff. This was the short that I saw that kind of.
The DTD.
See? The door to darkness. Oh, I forgot he was that and that. Yeah, he's that.
Don't get a new dog. Okay. Bye.
I gotta face facts.
Oh, I didn't know he was that.
I don't
That's
belong
cool.
there.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff when he was younger. Not a lot of stuff recently. This was recently.
Hope you girls are hungry. Huh?
That's recent.
All right, Casey, here we go.
Oh yeah, he was Casey Jones.
Find the key. Stop the crap.
And yeah, he was in this DreamWorks show that I don't know about. So that statement's not entirely accurate. He was in Wednesday a few months ago. He was. I did not know that. Damn, I'm getting distracted now. You guys are distracting me with little cool fun facts. Let's see. Not Haley Williams. Stop the Haley Williams spelling. Haley Joel Osment Wednesday. What was he in Wednesday? Oh, he's like a little weird looking dude. Yeah, he's like a get the right thing, Matt. It's like a weird looking dude right there. He seems to do those well. That seems to be what he's typecasted as. I actually loved him in the Ghost movie, but also Disney stuff and Happy Gilmore too. He was in that too. Oh, I watched like 10 minutes of that movie. Anyways, back to the point. So this, I think, being like, oh, this is absolutely confirming this is Sora because he didn't really do voice acting. I kind of mentioned that in my short because I was still kind of under the impression. But I think this was, maybe jumping the gun a little bit. I mean, it's awesome that he's getting back in. I guess we also have to address that other thing too that happened. I did make a video about this topic, but I did not post it because I did not feel it was appropriate. But earlier this year, Haley Joel Osment was caught on video saying some very, very awful things about Jewish people. He was saying some very offensive slurs. He was on a lot of drugs at the time, but that does not excuse what he said. He apologized for what he said. And he is under a lot of stress right now because he lost some of his homes in the fires that happened late last year in California. So there is some understandability to what happened, but it does not excuse what he said at all. Again, he's apologized. He's moving past it. We're okay now. And so that's why saying back to work, I think he had to get into a little bit of Hollywood timeout for that. Especially with all the stuff going on overseas. But I think, for one, I don't think they'd fire him for that because he's too iconic as Sora to just kind of like drop and replace. That would be way too much of a controversy if they did that in of itself. That would be way too much for them. And also, voice actors, they are somewhat of a face of the characters they play, somewhat. There's some big celebrity voice actors out there, but Haley Joel Osment isn't as out there with Sora as he is with like maybe some other roles. And even when some voice actors do some pretty bad things, they still keep their jobs. Like, for example, the voice actor for Squidward, he got into a DUI a few years ago. And I don't know the full details of it, but apparently it wasn't that good. But he still kept his job. I don't think you can really replace Squidward, in case he can't really replace Sora. So I think he's fine. It's just what happened at the end of the day. So this could be for that. This could not. It really could be for anything. Because of course he's under NDAs, piles of NDAs if he is. And, so he couldn't say it even if he wanted to, unless he's given full permission to when the time is right. And I think that, I think that he is going to do it at some point. He'll be coming back at some point, and as we get further away from the announcement trailer of Kingdom Hearts 4, that shit becomes more likely that they're starting to work on it. And also, I'm trying to think of the points that I was doing here. I got kind of distracted a little bit. Sorry. Voice acting is something that I've always been told multiple things about it. I've always been told like, oh, voice acting's something that happens early, so they can get it out of the way and, have something as a baseline. And then there are also people like, oh, they do it really, really late because they want to have something down in terms of the story and they don't want to record anything like that. I guess it depends on the project, but it could be all over the place, really. So it could be for recording for something that could be happening soon. It could be something happening like a year from now. I don't know. Some people were like speculating that it was going to be at the State of Play because Haley Joel Osment was recording. He was recording for the trailer. Something I do know is that shit didn't happen overnight. And a week is basically overnight in terms of industry. So it would not be something that it would not be something that just happens right away. They would have to do mixing. They would have to do mastering. They would have to do syncing. They would have to get permissions from both parties involved because Square Enix and Disney are heavily involved in the decision-making process with anything revolving Kingdom Hearts. Disney owns it and Square Enix is the main creative force. So they have to approve everything that goes into that. So I think this might be for a trailer or something, but maybe one for like a month from now or something like the Game Awards. This would kind of sync up with the Game Awards. This is the timing. This was about a week ago. So maybe something's happening at the Game Awards. I don't know. That's just something that I think people are, again, digging a lot into and really trying to suss out what's going on. He's being praised with any project. Sorry, I'm burping. With any project that you got to work on in the entertainment industry, you got to sign an NDA. So no matter what project he's working on, he can't talk about what it is, especially Kingdom Hearts 4 with such a hype project like that. So you just gotta he just wanted to be a tease and let people know that he's working on something, and I appreciate it, Haley. Like, thanks for letting us know that you are out there and doing things. But I think saying this is Kingdom Hearts 4 is a big stretch, but it's not 100% unlikely. There is a chance that this is what this is for. Maybe like a 20, well, I wouldn't say 20, maybe like a 40% chance that's what this is for. So I don't know. Maybe if I knew someone who worked at the like Disney recording studios that they do this at, and recognized this like building or whatever, it's like, oh, this is where they record the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Ha! But I would not know that personally. So yeah. Let me just check on some things real quick. Cool. Oh, I forgot to say that I'm live on Twitter. Let me advertise my stuff on Twitter real quick. Like a good YouTuber should. You know what I mean? I'm a good YouTuber. I make content every once in a while. Cause that's just my vibe. You know? I am the best Kingdom Hearts YouTuber, actually. I don't know if you knew this, but I am goated with the sauce when it comes to being a Kingdom Hearts YouTuber. I've been doing it for a long time. I've been doing this for almost 13 years. And yeah, I'm your favorite Kingdom Hearts YouTuber, whether you like it or not. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. Okay. I like playing around with that. Let me check in on some stuff going on here. The chat is something that I'm trying to keep up with. Again, my YouTube streaming chat is really, really weird. So let me try to keep up with that as best I can. Boom. Even if he did, I doubt he would tell us or allude to it. Yeah, he's got a bunch of NDAs going on. Do you remember Nomura made artwork for Young Xehanort with an umbrella? Yeah, that was that 6 years ago at this point? God, that was for like a product line, wasn't it? That was a long time ago. I see. I'm losing high for KH. Like, we better get 4 before Final Fantasy Remake Part 3. That is something that maybe you guys got to come to terms with at this point. 7 Part 3 is it more likely going to be coming out before 4 at this point. I really think that that's their priority. That's their big cash cow right now. Final Fantasy 7. Hey, why don't we work on another Kingdom Hearts project? No! There's 10 more Final Fantasy 7 projects that we have to do. Oh! We need the money. You fool! That's how I imagine Square Enix meetings are going right now. But yeah, I am very, very interested to see when Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 comes out. If that trailer comes out before Kingdom Hearts 4's next trailer, there might be riots in the damn streets. Honestly, that would be such a fucking tease. I would hate it. You are goated with the sauce, looking at with the Cage buffalo sauce. I'm not a big fan of buffalo sauce, but I'll take it anyways. Thank you. Simultaneous release of Kingdom Hearts 4 implies that it will be playable on the Valve GameCube. Bro, having Half-Life 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4 on the Valve GameCube, I am all for it. And it's funny. I want to talk about that too, kind of a little bit. It's funny how that thing it's just retcon now to be in the Valve GameCube. It's called the Steam machine. They've called 10 different things the same machine. It's the Valve GameCube. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Technically, if Kingdom Hearts 4 showed up TGA, we still could technically get it released in 26. That would be a lot of time to get stuff in there for release. It would be like a marketing and stuff. That'd be kind of crazy. Also, one more news on that Okami sequel. Yeah, that came out last year. But kind of summarizing this. This is definitely something that's exciting. Definitely something that I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes, because I'm happy that he's moved past whatever was going on exactly with him earlier this year, and that he's getting back to work in whatever capacity it is. I don't want people to be in a rut in their careers because of like one mistake. It's not a pattern of stuff that he's done before. This is not like one thing among a bunch of other things that he's already done. It's something to where it's something we can move past this. So yeah, Haley Joel Osment. I'm very, very happy that you're getting back to work in whatever capacity you is. And if it's Kingdom Hearts 4, it's going to be fucking hype, no matter what it is. All right. So that's that for this story. Moving on to story number 2. This fun thing, this fun madness. I did make a short on this too, because I didn't want to make a full video on this. But Nomura decided to come back with a big kind of blowout piece of Kingdom Hearts art. I am not recording this for the thing. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, future Matt, for when you have to editing this. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura decided to come back for Halloween this year, and they decided to put out a new piece of art. This is something that he hasn't really done in a bit. I don't remember the last time that he did this. It's been years for sure. But it is an amazing piece of art. It is an amazing little piece of goodness there for just why am I running out of words to say for this? Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Again, Happy Halloween. And the words trick or treat are written on there. It's like cutified versions of their Halloween Town costumes. It is more of like, I don't know what you could closest compare it to. It's more Tim Burton-esque in this, but like a cutified version of Tim Burton. And so that's what they kind of did for the thing in general. But yeah, you have the usual Nomura-isms. We got 7 bats in the background here. If you count the pumpkins that are on the bottom here, including his nose, there are 13 pumpkins. The standard Nomura stuff. And I've got to focus on this Keyblade though. This was something that is getting a lot of people in a kind of tizzy, because this is like odd that he puts like a new Keyblade in a piece of art. And this one is very interesting because it's not the usual one that they have for Halloween Town, Decisive Pumpkin. It is, I forget what the communities call it now. There's a mod out there that you can put it in there. I'm blanking on the name right now. Sorry. But it's got what seemed to be maybe Frankenweenie at the end here with a hold of the pumpkin, with a standard hilt in the back there. We can't get the best look at it. But it's definitely something that is, very, very cute. I like it. I think it's cute. If there's a, confirmation of, stuff going into Kingdom Hearts 4, maybe with like this art and all that, Halloween Town and Kingdom Hearts 4 would be very interesting. I don't know how they would make it. Well, having it work with like the realistic art style, like having a realistic Halloween Town, that'd be kind of dark for one, but that would actually be kind of badass, to be honest. I would be very interested to see what that would look like. But yeah, it's the fact that Nomura is still working on Kingdom Hearts. He's still active in, the creation of stuff for it. He is definitely up there and trying to get things going. And I'm very thankful that, the Kingdom Hearts is not dead. Despite what you may be hearing on Twitter or on, wherever you get your Kingdom Hearts news, I guess YouTube from some people, even me, to some extent. Kingdom Hearts is not dead. That is the last thing that I want you to get from watching my stuff. Kingdom Hearts is not dead in any way, shape, or form. It is very much active. I'm not at liberty to say some things. I've been told some things. But things are happening behind the scenes. It's not 100% positive stuff, but it's things are happening behind the scenes. And I'm very, very happy to see this. But I guess the other thing that people are doing with this is they are finding hints and clues in every which way in this poster to determine whether or not there is a hint towards Kingdom Hearts 4's release, a new trailer, story bits, whatever. Obviously, people are thinking like, oh, since he drew this Halloween Town thing for Halloween, maybe Halloween Town's in Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't think he'll be with Donald and Goofy or anything like that. So, maybe count that out right there. They said that these 12 pumpkins, maybe on the bottom here, indicated when the game's going to come out or when the next trailer's coming out in December, like with the Game Awards or something like that. Trying to find some other things here. There's like some 3 pumpkins up here. There's like March. Someone was looking into the shape of the trees. They thought that this was a 2, this was a 0, up here was like a 2, and up here was like a 6. I think it was mainly maybe it was like a joke. But yeah, people were getting outright just psychotic when it came to trying to find hints of something in this freaking art. People were losing it, man. It's something to where I'm like, huh, people are getting desperate over here. I mean, I'm desperate too. And I mean, despite what it may seem like on the surface when I make these live streams and I make these videos on YouTube and all that stuff, because you know, Kingdom Hearts is 99% of what I talk about. I play other games. You know, I haven't really played Kingdom Hearts, like vanilla Kingdom Hearts, in a hot minute. I have really yeah, I've been playing rando with it in APs, archipelagos, with friends, and those are fun. Those are really fun to do. But vanilla Kingdom Hearts I haven't really played in a hot minute. I've been playing games like Fortnite. I got into Hollow Knight from one of my good friends, and that game has taken over my life. I have found a new kind of really awesome game that I can get into. I'm part of this book club thing with my friends who, like, we give a list of recommended games and we go through the list and oops, sorry, I was reading chat a little bit. And I got to play Pokemon Crystal, the original Crystal. And I'm not really a big Pokemon guy, but I'm finding things to enjoy in that game. I'm still not really much of a Pokemon guy, but you know, we'll find some things here and there. Halo, I've been getting back into Halo a little bit after they announced the new game. I'm a big Halo guy, if you don't know. I have some opinions on that remake that I could explain at another time. And Half-Life as well. This is something I'm really into. That's why yesterday was kind of a stressful day for me. And yeah, you know, but I think people, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, it can get, Prodigy? XCD? In the chat? Prodigy in the chat? What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the Yapathon of Yapathons. Catching up on things that I've not talked about with Kingdom Hearts in a hot minute. Going over some small little stories. Getting my opinions on it. What's up, Prodigy, bro? Yeah. But yeah, people were getting into straight up schizophrenic with this art. I'm just gonna be honest. Again, a lot of it was jokes, but I think it's just going in a direction to where, like, people are losing their damn minds. We're getting to Half-Life 3 levels of craziness when it comes to this freaking game. Because, I mean, they've been starved for so long. And it's also because we got a lot of, like, content beforehand. Like, we got a lot of things going on, like, during the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, but we have nothing for this. So it's a different situation altogether. The yappers are definitely back, Prodigy. Oh, it is yap time up in here. And so I really, really hope people are okay. For one, I hope people are sane and keeping themselves in check and playing other games. All right. Please play other games if you're not. It is a healthy thing to do. I've been doing it and you can too. Hold on, let me check on something real quick. But yeah, I'm really excited that Nomura's doing something for Kingdom Hearts. You know, he's been kind of just giving small little quotes here and there about Kingdom Hearts every once in a while. So to have him do a full art, really nice to see. Happy that he's back on the game. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one. It's just the art. It's a cool thing. And yeah, we will move on from here. Next story also involves Nomura. This freaking game. Let me mute this. So this game, as you're watching right here, is Final Fantasy. Motherfucker, I'm awful with names. If you don't know, Dissidia Dualium Final Fantasy. All right, names are something that I have a lot of trouble with. Apologies in advance. Yeah, Dissidia Duel Final Fantasy. It's a new game in the Dissidia fighting game line of games. It's not purely a fighting game franchise, but that's what it's mostly used for. It's a mobile game. It is a mobile game for sure. There's no doubt about that. As you can see right here, it is in that, 9:16 aspect ratio with the Final Fantasy characters in Tokyo with realistic looking clothes, going to do realistic looking things. Maybe they were transported there by some power from another universe that they were originally from to do stuff in, Tokyo. Definitely Tokyo. Yeah. Why, Square Enix? Why? Why, Square Enix, do you do this? I don't know. This announcement did not go over well. Let's just say it like that. And there's several reasons as to why this is. There's several different deep aspects of the... there's a lot of aspects to this whole thing here that we can dig into. First aspect is that this is a mobile game, for one. The Dissidia fans were not wanting this. Dissidia fans themselves do not want this because they were wanting a new full-on game in the franchise. They were wanting something that actually was like along the lines of a fighting game. This has been a hot minute, and the last one they put out wasn't that great and kind of died in terms of the multiplayer scene. So to see them put out a mobile game along these lines in a series that's not really known for that kind of stuff. It did have a mobile game before, but it got shut down. Surprise, surprise. And I think it's just not what fans wanted. This was a bad time to do this because it's been a long time since the last Dissidia game. So to put something out like this is really strange and really a bad move in terms of, the fan perception. Number 2, Square Enix fans don't want a mobile game because Square Enix mobile games always die. They die deaths all the fucking time. They launch a mobile game and they always expect each mobile game to make them like $1 billion. They want it to be the next like Pokemon Go or next Fortnite or next whatever with all these gacha elements and loot boxes and all this stuff. And whenever it makes like $1 less in revenue than they expect it to, they just drop it like a bad habit. Not even, sometimes I think some don't even last like a year before getting dropped. And it is such a really just poor taste because also on top of this, Square Enix just put out a company report saying that, we're not going to focus on that mobile game slop anymore. We're going to put out more medium to large scale titles, focus on bigger title franchises. And this news comes after that. So like, what happened to that, Square Enix? What happened to you not doing that? I guess you forgot that part. And so it was just really weird. And as a Kingdom Hearts fan, this seems like really poor timing and really odd timing because obviously Missing Link got canceled. That game probably would have been mobile game schlop as well. But it would have been content. It would have been something. Something rather than nothing. And so you get Final Fantasy new mobile game number 1005 instead of new Kingdom Hearts game that hasn't had content for it in years. What the fuck? All right. Let me read some of the chat here. Oh, Sabrina. You, imagine streaming. You're such a nerd. Shut the fuck up, Sabrina. Say hi to Sabrina, everybody. This is the person that got me onto Hollow Knight. Blame them for getting me away from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. And yeah. Is this the Dissidia Final Fantasy game coming out this year or next year? I forget. It's coming out next year. They have an open beta going on next year. Final Fantasy First Soldier. Yeah, that's the first thing I think of when it comes to that. I mean, I was kind of accepting we wouldn't get Missing Link. I accept we wouldn't get Missing Link. But again, just the timing of this seems odd when it came to just the he's saying hi to yourself, Sabrina. And so, yeah, just the timing of this was really, really bad, I think. The optics of this could have been done much better. Justice Monsters V, I've never even heard of that one. Is that another Square Enix mobile game they shut down? Man, the graveyard just grows and grows and grows. So yeah, I think this was a bad move in terms of PR. It could be a good game. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, I actually kind of want this game. So, you know, at the end of the day, it might actually, you know, work out. But again, just this is the perception right now, not really a good sign. Some people had that feeling for Missing Link. They were like, oh, another Kingdom Hearts mobile game. But I guess in retrospect, we didn't know how good we had it. You know what I mean? It was very much something to where we were spoiled and we had no idea. Leave me alone, Epic Games. I don't want Epic savings. I want Epic V-Bucks that you give me for free on occasion when you feel like it. So, I mean, again, it could be a good game, but who knows? And another aspect of this that is kind of crazy is that Nomura is working on this thing. He is very much involved in this. Oh yeah, I beat my first Pantheon in Hollow Knight. Bush Rush. Sounds like a Bob Ross, like a bizarre version. Boss Rush mode. I like Hollow Knight, guys. I love the artwork they're doing for the Dissidia games. It's gorgeous. Yeah, the artwork is good. They always, yeah, they always do good with the artwork and that stuff. But again, just general vibes. Nomura put out a statement stating that he is involved with this project, and here's what he had to say. It's been a while, everyone. This is Nomura. You're telling me. With this announcement of a new Dissidia title, I'd like to take a look back on the history of the series. Yeah, he goes on to say like, oh, it's cool stuff. We shut down another mobile game. Fuck you. We're gonna bring you another one. You spend more money on. Is basically what it says. You know, fun fact: Dissidia was originally supposed to be a Kingdom Hearts game, but then he didn't want the original Kingdom Hearts, the original Disney characters fighting. So, yeah, Nomura was nice in that sense. So I think this is also kind of coming off the wrong way too, because Nomura, you know, he's the Kingdom Hearts dude. They work this man like a motherfucker. They work this dude like he is in the sweatshop of Square Enix. They have him involved in this. They got him involved in all these Kingdom Hearts titles. They got him involved in the 7 remake project. They got him involved in other things as well. It's just like, give the man a break. God, he talked about in that interview late last year, like, oh, I'm going to be retiring soon. And like, God, I don't blame the dude. They worked that man to the bone. And I'm just like, for one, give the dude a break. Come on. And two, like, Kingdom Hearts is okay, right? Kingdom Hearts is okay? So I feel bad for the dude. But again, it just didn't feel right coming from the announcement of Missing Link's cancellation to be like, oh, I'm working on this other mobile game now because, you know, that's what it made it seem like. These things don't happen overnight. He's been working on this thing for much longer than way before Missing Link ever got canceled. So that is not, he didn't just cancel Missing Link so we could work on this. That is not what's happening here. Do not make that assumption. It is definitely something, again, it's just a bad look overall. The YouTube trailer for it got like more than half dislikes, I believe. It's like more than like 60% dislikes. And yeah, I just think this could have been done a lot better. I don't think they were looking at the optics of this. And, you know, it's just, Square Enix was making just interesting decisions overall when it came to this game. Yeah. Let's go through some comments here that I missed. The timing's bad. But yeah, anyways, KH, I think Square is just complicated, complacent on their Final Fantasy sales, that they don't have an incentive to push us hard for more niche, like a niche title like Kingdom Hearts. Unfortunately, it's weird to call Kingdom Hearts niche because it's their third pillar. It's Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is over Dragon Quest, I believe, in the United States. I believe. So you know, it is the least of the 3 franchises, you could say, in terms of sales. But still, I think they need it for, you know, continued growth and continued success. And they say they enjoy doing their collaboration. So I wouldn't call it niche. It's become more niche for some people, I guess. It's whatever. Of course he is. He's working on anything but KH. I have played Fortnite. They really do. Guy can't catch a break. He really can't. My God, it's a miracle he isn't sick. I think the way he's working himself, it's aging him for sure. No, it's not. Okay, lack of marketing and too much Final Fantasy. I think. Well, I mention all this stuff because while I was at PAX this year, I got to have a conversation with a very interesting individual. It's someone that works in the games industry, that still continued to work in the games industry. And they worked at Square Enix during the time of, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 being developed. And we had an amazing conversation. We had an amazing conversation about the business behind, you know, Square Enix and Kingdom Hearts and working with Disney and all that, and how amazing of a, you know, relationship they do have. Because no matter what you see on Twitter, that shit's not really true. They do have a really good relationship, and they continue going. Things get complicated because there's two parties involved, but that's just the thing. I can't repeat everything that was said in that conversation, but I just wanted to make it clear that they love Kingdom Hearts just as much as you do. It's business is business at the end of the day, and decisions have to be made sometimes. But they do love Kingdom Hearts at the end of the day. They really do. They do have a lot of Final Fantasy love because that's what makes them the money. That's the business side of it. That's what they do. But I think just again, it's just for the employees themselves, the people in the trenches, the people actually working on the stuff, not the suits at the top that make the dumb decisions. They love Kingdom Hearts just as much as you, if not more. Okay, so blame the business side of Square Enix when you're trying that. So don't look at the individual developers. They don't have anything to do with it. They are passionate about what they do. What do you think the reason we're not getting any content currently? It's just, I believe it's just plans went awry. Like Nomura said 2 years ago that something happened after the 20th anniversary event to kind of change the direction of the series. We still don't know what that is yet. And it could be that plans were just changed and things had to be shifted around, and we weren't let privy to that. That's my guess. KH is like more fun than a fun game than FF, and that's, you know, that's in my opinion, I believe that too. A lot of people would disagree. Hey Jaden, what's up? Is there a revamp plan to make more money, because they used to be losing a lot of because of the mobile games? They're more again, they're focusing on more medium to large scale titles, not that schlop stuff. They're going to focus on more content, richer content instead of more content, quality over quantity. Because they were focused on that mobile game stuff for a while. What's up, Jay? Yeah, it's weird. It's odd to see Jaden here. You know, I don't see him that much. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, friend? Agreed, especially with Japanese work culture being as toxic as it is. Lots of props to the devs. Yes. I got to go to that Square Enix event at PAX as well. And I got to meet some of the developers there. I didn't have full conversations with them. But they were very nice people. They were very awesome, very cordial. They were very respectful. I loved every single one of them. I got a picture with Yoshi P, and he was an awesome dude. So shout out to all those people, man. But going back to this, Nomura, I hope you're okay, man, because they work you to the bone over there. They grind your gears. Maybe he likes it. Maybe he likes doing it. Maybe it's something that he wants to do, and he's getting all the stuff he can in before he retires. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But anyway, it can't be something that he feels entirely like not drained from, you know. I bet he feels drained from all of this. Y'all enjoying the state of Kingdom Hearts? Yes. No, actually. No, I'm not. Everyone's coming back for the return of the lowkeymatt live stream. How about that? It's amazing to see. Yeah. Damn. So hopefully, I'm just hoping Nomura's okay. Hopefully that he's given enough time to Kingdom Hearts to where it can be successful and be, you know, in a good spot. And yeah, Square Enix, what are you doing? Your fans did not like that one. Everyone disliked that, or at least 60% of people disliked that. Again, if you like that game and have fun with it, cool for you. Just make sure to be prepared for when that game gets shut down a year after it starts. Anyways, that's it. This is Kingdom Hearts State of the Union up in here. It really is. I am the president of Kingdom Hearts. Guys, Nomura has seemingly kind of dipped for a little bit. I am taking his place in the interim. I am now the president. I don't know who I'd have like my speaker of the Kingdom Hearts house and the vice president of Kingdom Hearts behind me. I don't know who those would be. Maybe like, I guess Jared and like Skyward Wing, I guess. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that, I guess. The KH fan base will remember that. So that's all I have to talk about with that mobile game. Hopefully it's a good game. I'm not hoping it's a bad game or anything like that. Again, bad timing. Next story. And the Yap session. All right. This bullshit. This was not a good story. Let's talk about another not necessarily good. This is purely bad, in my opinion. We're gonna have to get into some philosophical talks here. So there is in the interim between the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4 and the return of Kingdom Hearts 4, there's been a lot of merch dropping. There has been merch out the wazoo, like especially in Japan. Not really much for America, but in Japan, that shit is going off. Like you cannot go 2 minutes without seeing Kingdom Hearts merch in a new store, which is good. I think it's a good thing that they are doing something in terms of really getting some stuff out there during the interim. I think they know that we're kind of getting frustrated with it, so you know that's good for them to get that out there. But one of these things started to cause a little controversy. So there is this thing from Mela. I think it is just a jewelry brand in general over there in Japan. Major announcement: Kingdom Hearts product release confirmed. Look forward to the detailed announcement. They dropped it alongside this video. Is there anything you notice about this video? Is there anything weird about it? Let me see if you can see it good. Yeah, you can see it good. What's weird about this? See if you can tell me. Look at the Keyblade, how it's moving. Firstly, you can tell that this is not a real human modeling for this. This is a CGI character. What seemingly looks like Quadratum Sora a little bit, and like an Unreal Engine 4 looking style, but not fully Sora. So that's first thing off the bat. But look at what happens like around the end here. That Keyblade's bending. If you were a modeler for making something, you wouldn't let that happen. That is not how that happens. This is an AI generated video. They were so lazy on this that they could not hire one person, like maybe like $100 max. This is like an ear model for a 2-second video. They cannot hire a person to do that for one thing. They had to AI generate that for whatever fucking reason. Why? There was no need to do that. You did not have to do that. That was so stupid. And there's other things as well, like again, you're mentioning in the comments, the ears are too small. The smears aren't realistic. It's got that really very saturated, oversaturated thing that AI likes to do. It is something to where I want to make my position very clear on this. I do not like generative AI. I do not think it's a good thing. I think it is bad for jobs in the industry. I think it is bad for creativity. I think it is bad for the human spirit. And I think it is bad for business. Because once you do this, you get lazy. You get very lazy. You do not invest in your workers. You do not invest in the products. You just let the computer do it for you. And things go wrong every single time. And especially when you're in a community that is full of creatives, that is full of talent, that is full of people who put hard work and passion into the work that they do for this series, for you to just AI generate this product video is kind of offensive, to be honest. Now, I will say that Square Enix probably was not involved in this. It was the fashion company, this Mela here, who was responsible for making this. This Square Enix probably was not involved in deciding that this was AI. But still, I think, they still have to approve this stuff. They still have to let it go out to market. Disney has to approve it somewhat because they do own the series. So for them to let this get out in that state is, again, quite honestly, just like offensive. Honestly, I'm very much questioning whether or not they knew this was AI. Like a trained eye can tell. People who've seen this enough, we can tell. But maybe they didn't notice it. They were just like, oh, this is like a CGI dude, and they're about to drop a CGI trailer. And they didn't notice like the thing bending and stuff like that. But yeah, generative AI is not a good thing in my opinion. It is getting rid of creatives' jobs. It is getting rid of creative spirit, because creativity has been something that has helped me very, very much in my life. I have struggled with a lot of things. I have Tourette's. I have autism. I have been bullied for these things. I have been socially isolated because of these things, very intentionally so, in certain circumstances. And so being creative, it lets me get out those emotions and lets me express myself. So to see people try to replace that energy, try to replace that spirit with just a computerized slop stuff is bad. I do know I did like a Chat GPT video way back when, and I used to make like fun little AI voice replacers and things like that. Back when it was fun, and I didn't know the implications of it, but now I wouldn't do that shit. It is getting to a point where it is not ethical. So yeah, pretty insulting, since part of Kingdom Hearts' popularity comes from the popular artistic moves in games. Especially, the art of Nomura is like 20% of why this game franchise does so well. He's so talented. It's amazing art. It is something that people try to imitate, and people get inspired to do art themselves because of the creativity of that one person. And to just remove that is just kind of offensive. So this didn't go over well. I think they turned off replies. It was just not a good look, especially when Kingdom Hearts is being so away for so long. It's crazy how like the AI revolution has really kind of taken off in the time that Kingdom Hearts has been away, because it is like the world has changed so much in 3 years, almost 4 years. It really is. My life has changed dramatically in those 4 years. I graduated college right after the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer dropped. I have had a quite interesting relationship with, work and adult life since that happened. And I've been through friends, and I've done a lot of different things during that time. And, just a lot of things have changed in the time that we have been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. It really is kind of crazy. Sora didn't know Matt. He was Sora AI and said that to me. Oh my gosh. AI schlop. Pretty insulting, especially since part of the Kingdom Hearts popularity. I already read that, sorry. And I hate the fact that they use good design to make this. Yeah, it's a good design. I want to mention that too. It's a good design. It is a really cute looking design. I think if it was real, I would really like to wear these earrings. They would be cute. If I had pierced earrings, I wouldn't do that. But if I did, they'd be kind of cute. Like there's hours of work and art of artists behind the designs just for communication to throw that in the bin. Yeah. AI vid for that on Kingdom Hearts profile stuff on the jewelry is not right. Yeah. To take the humanity out of art, fucking sick. Keep it away from KH God. Yeah. They were wanting to do, remember when NFTs were a big thing? Back when it was like 2022 or something. And they really wanted to put that into games, and Square Enix directly mentioned that they wanted to put that into games. And I made a tweet once saying like, oh, they shouldn't do that. And I was in the New York Times because of that. There's an article in the New York Times with my face on it where they interviewed me talking about NFTs in games. And I was like, no, don't do that. So yeah, do you think we might see Wreck-It Ralph or Zootopia in a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer soon? I would assume that I keep on saying they gotta drop the Star Wars trailer next. That's what they gotta do. That is the one thing to where they got to have people really pay attention to. They gotta go all out since we've been waiting so long. So might as well do the Star Wars trailer at that point. Matt is kind of famous in certain circles, yes. Let me see if I can pull it up actually. NYT NFT games. Here it is, guys. You can't see it. Hold on, let me get it. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. You can probably see it on the images site. There I am. That's me. Oh, no, let me open this in a new tab. Let me open it in a new tab. I don't want to subscribe just for that one article. I was subscribed for that one article like years ago. But yeah. That's me. Hold on. Someone take a screenshot of that. That was my idea, by the way, that photo. They took like 200 photos. Like ones where I was looking like super serious and super cool and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, let me take a picture with my gaming stuff. And yeah. That was the one they used. I love that. Haven't aged today. Yeah, I don't age. I've looked the same since I was like probably like 16. I have not aged since I was 16. My face has gotten fatter, but that's the only thing that's really changed. They're the same picture. AI? JK. Yeah, that is an AI generated picture. 4 years before AI generated stuff was a thing. What was it? Yeah, it was a Ford article in the New York Times. Jeff better not play with our feelings again. He better not. Hey, Jeff. Don't play with our feelings, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Don't do that. Hey, Jeff. Be nice next time, okay? Hey, Jeff. Be a nice boy to me. Hey, Jeff. Give us Kingdom Hearts. Hey, Jeff. You know what we want. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Yo, Lands in the chat. What's up, bro? Long time no talk, bro. Probably since like Reconnect, man. Oh man, that was a long time ago. See, how you doing, bro? Hey, do you like the fun image we're showing here from the little blast from the past? Oh my god. Thought on Dusk Fade game similar to Kingdom Hearts. I've heard about that game. I've not played it. Wait, Dusk Fade. Why am I blanking? What the fuck, bro? Why did I forget that? I've literally played the demo for this. Hey, I can talk about this real quick. State of Kingdom Hearts, another thing to kind of add to the little conversation here. This interesting little game here. You can look at my Steam library. Hope you'll enjoy it. This game is interesting because it's a game that is inspired by Kingdom Hearts. It has a lot of games. It's Kingdom Hearts and like classic Naughty Dog, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, you know, those old kind of PS2 style platforming games. It's kind of like a mix of that. I played the demo for this. I believe that I did record my gameplay for it. Maybe I can put that up somewhere. But I don't want to sound mean. And this is just a demo. It is like an alpha demo. There's a lot of room to improve. This is not the final game. I want to judge it based on that pretense. But it didn't do much for me personally. I enjoyed it for sure. I did enjoy some aspects of it. I think the gameplay of it, it's as a base, is really a perfect blend of the Jack and Daxter and Kingdom Hearts styles. I think that really is nailed down here. And the boss in that, and the boss at the end of the demo is really, really fun as well. I think it was really creative and really fun. My problem is purely like with the design of it. The design of the world that they put in there was kind of odd. In terms of its like structure, it was kind of like a non-linear kind of thing. I've not played like Jak and Daxter and that kind of stuff. I played it like a little bit, but not enough to say that I've like played it. In terms of like, oh, I finished the game. It was kind of like, it was a little bit confusing. The design in terms of artistic design was a little bit odd as well. A lot of things blended together. It was a little bit too detailed. I think things were just a little bit overdone, and also a lot of things like looked similar and kind of blended together. There wasn't a lot of distinct features to it. And this is all in love. I want this game to be good. Whenever it comes out, it's done by a small team. You obviously won't have the big AAA kind of, I guess, in terms of scale that you would have when you would have that kind of thing. But if I were to offer my criticisms, that's what that would be. It would be just work on the design a little bit, do a little bit better in terms of what you are presenting to the player, a little bit better level design. That's my thing. I would give it like a 6 or a 6.5 out of 10. Me personally, based on this demo. If you sent a screenshot of what you asked, I sent you a screenshot of what you asked, by the way. Oh, did you? What did you do? Oh, you did. Yes. I could get one later. I'm recording this, but I want the one where I'm like the serious face. Thank you, Lance, for that. That's awesome. Jeff will walk out with a fucking Keyblade and premiere the next God. Honestly, he might. He's like, fuck you, Kingdom, because he likes to troll Kingdom Hearts fans. He might, honestly. Going back to this. Yeah. This was not, again, this AI thing was not a good look. Don't do this again, please. For our sake, for the community's sake. Don't do this. No one liked that. Everyone disliked that. In this case, it really everyone disliked that. Don't, as a fellow person who enjoys things, I don't enjoy this thing. Don't do that again. Let's go to this one real quick before I talk about the next thing. Let's watch this video. This is an interesting video. Oh, come on. So Disneyland, just Disney Parks and Disneyland, they're celebrating their 70th anniversary this year. And to celebrate, they made this. A Kingdom Hearts inspired video with the Sora Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit. And doing cool things. And with that cool little key thing they have there. So as you can see there, they have this cool little like key little attachment. That's not a Keyblade. It's like a just regular key. And if you go around the parks with that key and find like certain keyholes and stick it into it, it unlocks a certain amount of stuff. If you get a certain amount of those keyholes found, it unlocks the key and you get like a cool little piece of merch. I love the Sora shoes as well. And they're demonstrating here that ability. I've been away for a little bit. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I know this was back in like August or so, and I did make like kind of a post about this, but I just want to talk about it in general as well, because I think it's an interesting piece of media. But yeah, this video, it's showing that Disney still loves Kingdom Hearts, for one, and two, it shows that a lot of like younger people who are now working at Disney themselves, like working at the Disney parks and working for the social media and all that kind of stuff, they're fans of Kingdom Hearts too. And I think it was really awesome to see that, Disney themselves acknowledged it. The way they're doing the 70th anniversary stuff is kind of similar to Kingdom Hearts in a way, so maybe they kind of like low key had to. And it was just really, really cute to see Disney go on to this. But also, on top of that, this was like Disney seemed to be mentioning Kingdom Hearts way more than Square Enix were at the time. They're mentioning it a little bit more now, but they like around this time, Disney was doing this. They were including some Easter eggs in some of their videos. Like they did the 30th anniversary of a Goofy movie, and they had Max having a Twilight Town poster in his bedroom. And also they had like a Mickey Mouse changing fun little thing. And one of the outfits he changed into was his Kingdom Hearts outfit. He wore his Kingdom Hearts outfit to D23 last year. He during something also at D23, like a little panel they were showing, they did they had like a Keyblade in the corner of something that they were doing for the new Mickey Mouse Clubhouse show, I think. So I just think it was surprising that like Disney was mentioning Kingdom Hearts more than Square Enix, the people who are actually making the games. Oh, I got a new DM, guys. Hold on. Lance, you motherfucker. But I just think it was kind of interesting. It's starting to get back a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. But I made a quote tweet to this, and I ratioed this tweet actually, I think, to where like, oh, Square Enix is not mentioning this at all, but Disney's mentioning it all the time. What the hell? So I think I think it goes to show you that again, one, Disney owns Kingdom Hearts. I think I have achieved my mission of letting people know that Disney owns Kingdom Hearts at this point, because I'm getting comments on my videos now of people talking like me, and they're saying like, oh, don't forget, Disney owns Kingdom Hearts. So if you see a logo for Square Enix, don't think that it's just Kingdom Hearts because Disney owns it. And they're talking about the state of play. And also it's like, oh, Disney has to approve this, Disney has to approve that. And I'm like, one, I achieved my mission, which is good. I've made like 5 videos trying to inform people that Disney owns Kingdom Hearts, because that was a big piece of misinformation that was going on for a long time, and people were really misunderstanding that. And so, yeah, I've achieved my mission in that way. But also, people are being like, actually about it a little bit more now. And is that my fault? Maybe. I don't know. What have I done with my influence on this channel? I don't know. But yeah. I just think this was an interesting piece of media. It's really an awesome piece of media, for one, that they acknowledge Kingdom Hearts in this way, and they got a lot of younger people out there representing the brand. But still, I just think it's really, really interesting that Square Enix was kind of lacking on it for a little bit. Yeah. Quickly getting that out of the way. Next story. I don't have the exact quote up here right now. This was my video on it. And so I'll just talk about it in terms of that. So, recently, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis was celebrating, I think it's either its 2nd or 3rd anniversary. And hey, that's a Square Enix mobile game that actually lasted. That is a Square Enix mobile game that did not die within 7 years, within a year of release. I was looking at the 7 likes. My brain gets twisted. My brain gets twisted sometimes, guys. I apologize. It actually did something good. It actually makes money for them. And I guess that's because it's a Final Fantasy VII product, and you know, a lot of people just really buy the Final Fantasy VII stuff. But anyway, Final Fantasy VII is separate from Final Fantasy at this point. That's good stuff. It's like how Skyrim is separate from the Elder Scrolls. But during the live stream, Nomura decided to make a little bit of a cool little token appearance. The one that he does once every blue moon. Nomura only exists in live stream voiceovers and developer text messages. Like like this one, you know, he only exists in update notes apps, basically. And so while he was doing that interview, he was talking about not just Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis or even Part 3, but Kingdom Hearts as well. He said that in that interview that it was progressing well. Let me actually pull up my video and see if I can pull up the exact quote that he said. I don't think it was a long one. I think it was just a quick little quote. Yeah, right here. if the video will load. Come on, load. Load. Game load. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of comments regarding Kingdom Hearts 4. We are making great strides and going according to schedule. So please wait for more information on that. And that was the end of that, basically. And I believe that he mentioned the same thing about Part 3 for 7 Remake as well. So yeah. That's good news. You know, that is good news. I kind of want to go over this again, you know, just going over my bases with stuff that's going on with Kingdom Hearts. I want to kind of go over all the stuff with Kingdom Hearts right here that's been going on. But yeah, it's good news that it's progressing well. It is good news that it is being worked on and it is in a good state, I guess. In terms of, I guess, just Kingdom Hearts 4 exclusively, I guess, because, you know, there was another game in the Kingdom Hearts series that certainly wasn't progressing well. Quite the opposite, in fact. In fact, it didn't even live to see its birth. It was not progressing well at all. They chucked that shit right in the trash. And so, in terms of, I guess, maybe the overall series, it's not progressing well. But I guess in Kingdom Hearts 4's case, it's progressing well. And again, that is a good thing to hear from Nomura, from the director of the game itself, that they're doing something in a progressive way. But at the same time, at the same exact time, this is how things are progressing well. This is things going according to plan. All of this stuff, all of this madness, all of this waiting and agonizing patience and broken promises and toxic relationships and missed dates and missed just anythings. This is going according to plan. 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 Oh God! Why? The more Square? Why this is things going right. This is going right. Imagine if it was going wrong. How fucked up that would be. Oh my God, I went off on that one. But yeah. Wow. So weird. So strange. So, like, this is things going well. This thing's going great. This is things going A-okay, so don't you worry another day. Yeah. We got you. Phoenix has got you. Nomura has got you. Now sleep tight, little one, and don't fret a thing. Going off. Well, people speculated that the reason it was never released was because of a bug, because barely games that get a closed beta get canceled afterwards. There was a lot of reasons why that game got canceled. If Kingdom Hearts Missing Link was developed in an online game for PC, do you think that game would come out now? They've moved on from Missing Link. They've moved on. And in terms of developing as a full game, I feel like sad, but trying not to let Ansem's darkness consume me and try to have my light protect me as a seeker of light. Yeah, it's a struggle out there, guys. It really is a fucking struggle. Keeping a good face, keeping a happy smile through all of this. I try my best to do what I can and do what I must to get me through this, playing other games, focusing on other things. I'm an adult now. I have adult responsibilities. That is the more important thing in my life right now, unfortunately in some cases. But yeah, I just think this is funny that things are progressing well. Imagine if things were going bad. God help us. And so, Is that the last thing that I want to talk about with you guys today? No, there's more stuff. Let's go over some of that real quick. Let me pull it up on here as well. Going back to the AI stuff. Let me scroll through here to get back to it. I'll talk about the state of play here in a second as well. There's something else I wanted to talk about first. I think I moved past it. All right, so let's talk about this bullshit. So Square Enix decided to do a little bit of corporate restructuring, aka you fired. They fired basically a ton of people at the North American branch. The entire influencer team, the entire social media team, basically at the North American branch is gone at this point. A lot of people that I was in contact with for, collaborations and stuff, they're gone. And also some other smaller roles here and there. There's a lot of people explaining that they lost their jobs, and there was a lot of people affected. If you are aware of a YouTuber, kind of like a little bit older YouTuber at this point, Limit Form 72, they were a person who was employed at Square Enix. They got to have a job there, which is really cool of them for when they were there. They were affected by this layoff. Some really cool people who I was messaging a little bit at the social media team, they were let go as well, and that's really, really sad to see. But what made it stung even more is, let me see if I can, let me go to Prodigy's. I know he made a quote tweet on this. Let me pull up the exact quote tweet for this. Let me go through here. Thank you, Prodigy, for quote tweeting everything from me. Here we go. Square Enix says it wants to automate 70% of QA and debugging. They want AI to automate 70% of QA and debugging tasks by late 2027. Square Enix. What? Why? I know why. It's because you like money. It's because you like doing the money things. You think you'll make more money with this by not having to pay people more money. You'll think you'll get things done faster because AI does things faster. And you want things to be just more automated, and so you just make more money more quick. But I think this is gonna backfire, because AI can code. It can absolutely code. That is something that it's doing, and if you're ever a computer science major or anything like that, you know that for sure, that it's that kind of depressing environment in that case. But it's not perfect. If you let the AI just do everything for you, I mean, there's like, oh, it said 70%, but you know what they really want. 70% of that stuff being done by AI, things are going to go wrong. Things are going to get broken. Things are going to get messed up, because it doesn't have a human oversight to it. Humans are not perfect, but they can at least do some oversight on themselves. They can at least understand when they've done something wrong. AI can learn, but not like that. And you're not investing in creative. This is not technically creative staff. This is, people see that kind of work, the QA debugging, as like the menial tasks, as like the smaller stuff and the stuff that's annoying to do. So maybe they'll find the excuse of like, oh, but it's work that no one likes doing, so we just want to get more people doing stuff they love doing. People are trained to do this. People want to. I don't think people go into QA and debugging because they're forced. There's not a gun to their head telling them to do this. They went into that position because that's what they want to do. It says to just get rid of them because more money. Why? Why would you do that? It's stupid. I also think it's so stupid too, because all these companies want to replace these like entry-level jobs with AI. Entry-level, this point, means 10 years of experience with what would previously be called like a mid-senior level amount of expertise. That's what they want the entry-level stuff to be. They want someone who knows everything at first glance to just hop right in. But that's not how it works. People have to learn. They go to college for that stuff, yeah, but they still have to learn on the job too. Even internships are probably going to get cut too because of this AI shit. So like, and when you want to replace all these jobs with AI, who the fuck is going to be around to buy your shit? Do you want just the AI thing to just continually print money for you? Just like AI consuming AI and just be like a fucking bubble and just like grow and grow and grow and have all this data just be piled on, all this junk? You want AI to just be doing things by themselves and generating money for you? That one, I don't think that's going to end well. I am a very much a person who wants to invest in the worker because they are the ones actually doing the work for you. You could have an AI do something for you, but it doesn't have emotions, it doesn't have a family to feed, it doesn't have stuff to do, it doesn't have anything to go on about, it does not have any stakes. There's no stakes to an AI. There's nothing for the AI to look forward to except for train more, which is what you want. But people have lives. Human beings have lives, and they live them every single day. And to destroy them because you want a computer to do something is just post-capitalist hellscape. If you wanted my full opinion on AI, there you go. Yes, Pills Filter AI. I have a conspiracy about that. I think that those Ghibli photos were a plant. People were making those Ghibli photos in yellow font, just like maybe just generating them over and over and over again. So all that ChatGPT would be trained on was yellow AI photos, and like all the photos would just be yellow. That's my conspiracy with that. It is the watermark. It is the subtle watermark if it has a piss filter on it. That's all I have. Yeah, Square Enix should not fire people because people are hardworking and smart. And I also want to acknowledge that layoffs are inevitable in some cases. Not everyone will be 100% guaranteed in their job. Things happen. Things go down. Money goes down. Things have to change sometimes. This is this restructure. It's what happens. Okay? It is. I'm not saying that no one should be fired ever, because that is just not how the real world works. But to say this afterwards, that you want to replace it with AI, that you had these jobs, you want these jobs here, just not by someone who can do it effectively. And also the fact that they were given little notice about this. I think they were told the day of that they lost their jobs. No notice of anything. The fact that this is not the only company that's doing this. This is a trend going on. I think Verizon cut like 19,000 jobs today possibly for AI. My God, man. So stupid. So stupid. I can make a whole live stream about how much I hate AI. I really hope that someday there is I've had this idea for like a Chrome extension to where like if an AI thing pops up, it just automatically blocks it. I would love for someone to get on that at some point. That would be very, very cool. If anyone has the ability to do that, hey, hit me up. So yeah, I think this was very, very bad timing. On top of this was bad timing upon top of bad timing and just shitty decisions. This was more just shitty decisions, honestly. So I just want to know why Square Enix into making some of the decisions that they're making, man. I really want to know. That's something that you might see as a trend going throughout this live stream. With some of the stuff that I have been mentioning. It seems like Square Enix is not reading the room. They are making decisions that are not in the fans' best interests. It's not what they want. It's not in the company's best interest because they're getting rid of all their staff. And it's not in the series' best interest because it seems like they're just ignoring it. Something is going on at Square Enix. They've gotten a lot of new management. Over the past year or so. And for sure, definitely things are changing over at Square Enix right now. And again, I want to acknowledge that, again, things have to happen at businesses sometimes. Not everything is going to be sunshine and rainbows. That's just how the world is, unfortunately. But it can't be like this. Square Enix is making a mobile game that no one wants. They're using AI in their commercials, which, again, they didn't make this commercial, but they approved it. Someone approved it at either Disney or Square Enix. They're replacing all their workers with AI. And they're seemingly ignoring their franchises, letting the other people talk about it more. So I'm just really confused as to why they're making the decisions they're making right now. It seems like very misguided. I think the idea of them getting rid of that mobile game slop and focusing on more medium to large scale titles is a good thing, because that will get us more quality products. I think in the end, more people are more focused on getting cooler things out. But then you get rid of a lot of your staff, and it just makes it very baffling and confusing. It's like, okay, what's your plan here then? And then you announce another mobile game right after you say that stuff, and it's just like, what? What exactly is your plan here, Square Enix? What are you trying to do? I really wish that we could get a clearer answer as to why they do the things they do, what's going on with Square Enix right now, what's going on with just Kingdom Hearts. I would just like the small little update. That's all I would really like. Just like, hey, we're working on it still, just small reassurance. That's all we really need. Yeah. Something is really strange. That is making these kind of decisions out of the blue. With all that being said, though, the community, the Kingdom Hearts community, is kind of on fire right now. There has been a lot of creativity and a lot of good things going on in this community since the drought has started, because we've gotten the games on PC now. We've had them for about almost 5 years now, and there's been so many mods and so many cool creative things coming to the Steam Workshop or ModDB or if anything like that. There's so many cool mods out there. I have been introduced to the Kingdom Hearts 2 rando scene. Kingdom Hearts 2 rando, if you are not aware, let me pull up a seed maker here so I can show you what I'm talking about. That's the tracker. Let me pull up the seed maker if I have it on here. Do I not have it pinned anymore? What the hell? I thought I had it pinned still. But anyways, yeah, I maybe I could find it here somewhere. Rando, there you go. Just give it a second to load up. Oh. Sorry. I'll fix that in a second. After this live stream. But basically, Kingdom Hearts 2 rando is actually, let me pull it up on like their website. Let me see if they have the website up. Yeah. Here we go. This Kingdom Hearts 2, the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. So basically it is everything in the game, all the chests, all the items, all the stats for the Keyblades, and all the stats for your character are randomized based on certain criteria that you can adjust. You have to find a certain amount of items to unlock the final boss. and you can do it in whichever way you want. You can do it on full critical mode, level 1, with barely any items, and you can bust your balls during it. You can do a very simple one. There's this thing called Fresh Faces, which is like a beginner version of the thing to do for like tournaments and stuff, and that's a very beginner friendly one. I have a lot of fun doing those. And yeah, seeds can sometimes last from 30 minutes to 2 hours. It depends on the seed, it's random. And yeah, you just got to go through all the worlds, open all the chests, and figure out where all the stuff is. And it's a very, very fun experience. Prodigy XCD got me on the rando wave, as well as Roro, Mr. Roro, who organizes Fresh Faces. He got me into the whole thing. I got to learn it over the span of a month, and it was really, really fun. And got to learn all the strategies and things like that. So yeah, this is something that you should definitely get into if you're looking for something new with Kingdom Hearts 2, if you've not done it already. I'm kind of late to this, honestly. So, I am someone who is maybe I'm advertising to people who probably already know what this is. But yeah, get on that if you haven't yet. The other thing that I've been really into, this is not Kingdom Hearts specific, but it's part of Kingdom Hearts is involved. Let me go to here, archipelagos.gg. Archipelagos. This is another really fun thing as well. This is something that is really, really fun as well, which is it's basically rando, but with a twist. Multiple people are playing. Multiple items for each game are spread throughout each player's game. Like you can have a item for one person's completely different game. Like say they're playing like Lego Star Wars, which got recently added, and you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Items for Lego Star Wars are hidden all throughout Kingdom Hearts 2 in the chests, and vice versa. And you need to work together to get the items that you need to beat the game. And it is really, really fun. It is really, really cool. I love playing it. I've been playing it with friends nonstop. It is something that is, it's a really great friend building experience. It's really good to get you into the whole, mod side of stuff. It's a really cool entry point if you're looking for a really cool group of friends to really have fun with. It has a Discord server if you want to join it, and they're holding things all the time in there. So you can just go in there, join up, and people are having fun. There's a lot of games on here. Let's take a look at this list of supported games. There's probably 100 on this list or something like that. Like Hollow Knight, Donkey Kong Country, Dark Souls, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 recently just got added. Jak and Daxter, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Mega Man, Pokemon games. People really love the Pokemon Archipelagos. Super Mario 64, things like that. It is a really, really fun time. I highly recommend it. I'm in this. I'm with some people in the scene a little bit, so there's a lot more games coming to this list as well that I've been told about. It's really, really cool. So yeah, check that out if you haven't already. Let's go to is it ModDB? Yeah, Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods. This is kind of pulled up first, so this is really what we want to talk about. The Olympus Coliseum mod. This thing puts the Olympus Coliseum back into Kingdom Hearts 3. It is a killer mod. It has a lot of great tournaments in it. It has tournaments from all of the games in it, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and even some special ones made for 3. And it's a really fun time. I made a video on it, I think last year, or like a little bit late the year before. It's a really, really fun time. It's getting updated all the time as well. I think it's probably the most popular mod for Kingdom Hearts 3 right now. So yeah, if you haven't tried that yet either, go check that out. Let's look up just Kingdom Hearts in general here. See what mods we got going on. Haven't looked at it in a hot minute. Kingdom Hearts 3 Restyle. I think I heard about that. Play as Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora with Kingdom Hearts 1 Keyblade and Kingdom Hearts 3. That's a lot of, I think I've heard about that one too. A lot of cool ones. My friend Dallin, who makes a lot of Keyblades, he has a lot of Keyblade weapons. Like here he is right here. He has so many cool mods, just adding a bunch of cool Keyblades to it. Like he has that Frightmare, the one that was in this art right here. They added it to the game, and it was like fucking like not even like 12 hours after it got posted, they already had it in the game. That's actually kind of nuts. But yeah, they make a lot of special Keyblades. Check that out if you want. And they also have like a little Daybreak Town explorable thing too. That's really cool. Point is, community is going off right now. Community is doing very, very well. I'm very happy to see that it's doing very, very well. And I'm hoping that it is continuing to do very, very well in the future. I will probably get a bigger boost when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes back, when a lot more people start to come back and more viewers and a lot more creative people like come back. I know a lot of people who are kind of like out of Kingdom Hearts right now because of the whole gap in release and things like that. So hopefully those people can come back and we can start having fun again. Yeah. That, you know, it's kind of in a weird spot right now. There's been some things going on over the past few days on Twitter that have made it seem like there's a little bit of discontent in the Kingdom Hearts space. And, you know, that things happen sometimes. It's just what happens. But you know, overall, I think it's in a very good place. It's just something that happens sometimes. Again, I won't get into the whole thing here, but yeah. It's something you can look up on your own. But now that we're back here, let's bring us back to why did it switch it to that account? That's really strange. It's put me on my Pancake and Gaming account. That's not the account I've used in years. The story of Kingdom Hearts 1's greatest speedrun discovery. I barely watched this video. It's something, I'm sure. Let's watch the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Let's watch that real quick. Let's bring us back to why we're all here, why we're really all waiting, and what we really want at the end of the day. Let's have some nostalgia, shall we? Let me mute the music here. Well, let me get my OBS going. This game still looks good. It still looks good after 3 years. The trailer still looks awesome. You know, it's gonna look even better when they got it in Unreal Engine 5, but yeah, even Unreal Engine 4 looks great. Why is it 480p? Let's make it look a little bit better. Your options are endless. I am so tired of seeing this trailer, Loki. Look how pretty. Oh, hey, what's that? What's that thing up there in the corner? That couldn't be a ATST Walker Foot from Star Wars. That is what that is. If that is not what that is, I would be very fucking shocked. If I'm just being honest with you fully, I would be so shocked. This has to be indoor, man. The choice is yours once more. Oh. Who's taking a nappy wappy? Wake up, Sora. As a content creator, I'm getting so tired of watching this trailer, dude. I am so tired of it. Because I have to see this face over and over and over again. I have to use the face for the thumbnail over and over and over again. It gets so tiring. Come on. I want them to drop a new trailer so I can have new stuff to use. For the love of God. Those screenshots made it very, very helpful in that case. Look at Strelitzia, man. She looks so cute. I love it. It is Quadratum. But yeah, we're back here watching this trailer. We are being nostalgic. And the reason I want to go back to this trailer is that, yeah, this is really, again, what we're wanting at the end of the day. It's a new trailer of this. They could literally just remake this trailer in Unreal Engine 5 and put a release date on, and I'd be fine with it. Honestly, man. Because it still looks... I wish they would have kept it on Unreal Engine 4 for, one, to make the game come out quicker, and two, because it still looks good. It still looks good in Unreal Engine 4. It's always nice to have things look better, but if it takes them more time, then maybe that wasn't the best decision. Because, I mean, 7 Rebirths is on Unreal Engine 4. That game looks fucking tight. Get that Keyblade out. play that gameplay that's totally real and not fake in any way. Totally not. You can do this in the game. They're playing this. It's not scripted, I swear. Yeah, baby. It still looks so badass, though. When they showed that in the screenshots, and then makes it how it look in gameplay, that was really, really tight to see. He's gonna punch him. I guess he did. Oh, no. He slapped him. Man, I remember staying up till 3 a.m. waiting for this trailer. That was such an amazing time, man. I'm so happy I did it. Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4. And we talk about this logo a little bit too. As a content creator, this logo is also annoying too, because it's very odd logistically to put in thumbnails. The Kingdom and Hearts, like that thing sticks out so much. They made it so much bigger. And also it's so like dull in terms of its color palette. So it's hard to kind of like make work in thumbnails sometimes. That's just a me problem though. You know what I mean? Dolan and Goober. Gook. I misspelled it Gookie the other day. Googie. Hades. Hey, these nuts. I haven't really watched it without I keep on watching it without the sound because I have to do it for trailers and videos so much. So this is really strange to hear that again with that. But going back to what I want to talk about with that, when do I think we're getting the next trailer? I know I said in my last video that I'm done with the trailer speculation and I'm done doing all that stuff and I'm done trying to speculate on what's, because it's just so tiring at a certain point that it gets just draining, you know? It's just, it gets so draining. But when do I think it's gonna come back? When do I personally think it's gonna come back? Whenever they feel like it. It's gonna come back whenever they feel like it. They're gonna drop it when they can. They're going to drop it when they feel like the time is right. You know, like they said in that original tweet with the screenshots, like, oh, we'll drop the trailer when the time's right. And that's definitely, of course, not now. You know, it's not really anytime soon. But I think that, you know, they have a habit of really doing things on their own with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is kind of an independent franchise now. They were doing it a little bit with the Kingdom Hearts 3 hype cycle when that was getting close to release. It wasn't for most of that hype cycle though. They were dropping stuff at big events. But it seems like this time they're not really doing that. They're dropping news when they feel the time's right. And they're dropping it on the channel. They're dropping it when just whenever, like on a random Tuesday night, they are dropping this shit, man. It's just like whenever they feel like it. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with this. I feel like they could have more agency on what they can show with it and what they can do with it if they did that. So that could be the case. I think if they want the biggest, biggest splash to come back with, they got to do it at a big event. So like, I think it would be dumb for them to not do it at a big event, because I want them to do it big with how long we've been waiting. They got to do something big for it, man. It's got to be. So I really, really hope that they can get it to a place where they can show it at an event. But again, I'm really firmly believing that they're just going to drop it on a random Tuesday, and it's like, hey, here's the trailer. And that's what they kind of did with the missing link cancellation and the screenshots. So, yeah. And gaming news usually comes out on Tuesdays, so that's why I say Tuesdays. So, I could imagine them doing that as well. But the Game Awards is the next big event. We don't really have big events until Summer Games Fest after the Game Awards. It's really kind of dry outside of that. So this is our last chance, of course, for this year to do it because it's like, the end of the year. So this is the last chance for them to really do anything. But I think that, again, it would be really cool for them to do it at the Game Awards because that is... But it'd be cool for just because Jeff Keighley is such a troll with the Kingdom Hearts fandom. That would be kind of funny for them to do that. And so I really hope that that could work out. And like, Kingdom Hearts fans, I know you've been harassing me for years for this. My God. But me, Jeff Keighley, is ready to show a Kingdom Hearts 4. That's the Game Awards. I'm British all of a sudden. So that'd be funny thing to do. But it would get a lot of eyes on it. So that would be the really cool thing to see. So I hope it's the Game Awards. I really hope it's the Game Awards. I'll be watching it. Hopeful that will be there. I'm not expecting it to be, but hopeful. Expecting it and hopeful are two separate things. Some people will go into every event expecting it to be there, and that's not healthy, quite honestly. So do not go in there expecting it to happen. Just be hopeful that it'll happen. And if it doesn't happen, don't try to use that hope as like, oh, they absolutely promised they were going to do this and they didn't do it. That is not what it's going to be like. Okay. Some people treat hope and expectations as the same thing. That's not the case. Especially if you saw the Kingdom Hearts 3's hype cycle, their hopes got mixed with their expectations quite often. So don't let that happen to you, friends. I think a lot of the reason that game was pandered the way it was is because people were expecting a certain thing and they got something else. They didn't keep their expectations in check. Okay? So please do that. Whoever is watching this, take my advice. Don't be like that. Okay. So I'm hopeful for TGA. If there was another place it would show up, it would be TGA because I don't know of any other events after this. We have it's D23 happening next year. That's happening around the Summer Games Fest time. That's gonna be a thing. It'll be a thing. I guess some people are asking me if I want to go to D23 next year, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's a big ass to go out to California to do that. That fixes the green screen. Not really. It's now bad on that side. Matt, you're such a bad YouTuber. Your green screen is not properly fitted. Oh no! Call the police. Call the firemen. Call the stupid police. I don't know. But yeah. That's the state of Kingdom Hearts, guys. The state of Kingdom Hearts is it exists. It is in a state of which it exists in a form that is existing. It is not dead. That's the message I want to get it into your heads for this video. It's not dead. Not by any means. It is again, I'm not at liberty to say a lot of things. But I things are happening behind the scenes. Things are happening. Do not worry. Okay? Maybe I'll get to tell the story one day of what I've been told. But yeah. It's motions are happening. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. I'm keeping the faith, baby. I'm keeping the faith hardcore. I'm keeping the faith more than anyone else has ever kept the faith before. Yes, sir. Reminder: they only released this because of the leak. Yeah, no. Well, I'm gonna touch on that too. There is a lot of people saying that like, oh, they only announced Kingdom Hearts 4 because of the leak. I think that's interesting because Final Fantasy 9 remake was on the list and they never announced that. Apparently, that game might be canceled. I find that since they didn't announce that, I find it weird that people are saying, oh, they only did it because of the leak. I mean, leaks kind of suck, yeah. But it is like they have these things planned out in advance. I think they just did it for the 20th anniversary, mostly. Leaks happen all the time, and they leave things out for years and don't announce it. Like, I remember like way back in the day, it was, I think, God of War 2018. That game got a whole bunch of stuff for it leaked, like way before that game was even announced, like years before. And I think the Nvidia leak happened in 2021, like late 2021. Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced in early 2022. And again, there was time between the leak of that God of War stuff and when it was eventually announced. And so I think that people were trying to find another excuse as to like, oh, why they announced this so early, like that's why they had to announce this so early, instead of the fact that they just kind of announced it early because they thought they could, and they had the 20th anniversary event, so they wanted something to show for it. That's, I think, the main reason why they announced it so early. And I'm a firm proponent of that was a mistake. I think that they should have waited to show it off. I think they could have announced that they were working on it, maybe like shown a logo or something, but not shown the trailer. Not shown the trailer like you're seeing now. And I say that because when you show a trailer like that, you're setting expectations. You are setting expectations of this game is going to be a certain way, and that it's at a certain point in development. They did say right after that they were switching to Unreal Engine 5, and that this was running on Unreal Engine 4, and that they're going to be switching out like soon after that. That this was just a concept trailer with showing what ideas they had developed in Unreal Engine 4 at that time. I still think that, I think a lot of the problems with Kingdom Hearts 3 was that they set a lot of expectations inadvertently with what they did in terms of that game's marketing. And the fact that we have had to wait so long for this game in retrospect, in terms of like people building expectations, building something in their mind that's clearly not going to happen, and like they did with Kingdom Hearts 3. I just think that it was setting expectations that it was at a certain point in development. It was not, and it led to a lot of people being confused. And I think in retrospect, they probably should have waited. They couldn't have predicted whatever happened behind the scenes, if it was a bad thing, good thing, whatever. They could not have predicted that whatsoever. So I'm not blaming them for that. But I think they could have been. I just, again, in retrospect, it seems a little bit just may have been a mistake. That's just my opinion, though. Some people say, oh, I'd like to know the game exists rather than it not. And I kind of push back on that too, because imagine if they announced Half-Life 3 while they were because if you don't know, I'm a big Half-Life fan. They were developing Episode 3 / Half-Life 3 off and on for a few years leading up to its cancellation. I think it was like 2015 when they canceled that game kind of like fully. And they did announce it. Yes, they said they were like, "Oh, we're working on it," and they showed some concept art for it because obviously they left off on a cliffhanger in episode 2, so they had to just naturally say, "Yeah, we're working on another one." They couldn't have just said they weren't working on it, but they never fully announced it. They just showed like various little things that they were working on for it. Imagine if they kept people, updated on all that stuff, on everything that was going on with that game when that was going on. You think it might have drawn people more crazy? Like the fact that they announced this and they give some small updates here and there, and they had to cancel the game because of it. In the meantime, does not make it look like things are going good. I think Gabe N's quote was like, having people know it exists is more frustrating than not knowing it exists. So you know, I think he's a pretty wise guy. So I think that advice is probably cool and good. So yeah, sometimes knowing it exists drives you a little bit more crazy than not knowing it exists. Definitely in this case, for sure. Square Enix just has a habit of announcing these games early. That is just what they do. That is something that they are very well known of doing. It's something that they are. Hold on, let me get the music going again. I forgot to turn the music back on. It's something that it's a known problem. They've done it with 15. I think they did a little bit with 13. They did a little bit with Kingdom Hearts 4, obviously, and other various projects like that. I guess it's just for investors. I don't know. The games sell well, so what do I know? But yeah, I'm very shocked that this is taking as long as it has. The state of Kingdom Hearts is a very interesting one, to say the very least. It is in a state where, again, things are happening behind the scenes, but it doesn't really seem like that in the public. It doesn't seem like that in the public. So I would just be patient. Patience is key during this time. Play other games. Get into other things. I've been doing the same. And I think that if you take that advice to heart and really, really just go with the flow, try to just be as, chill as you can be with it, then you'll get through it fine. I guess a piece of advice, something that I've learned this year, is to not put energy into things that don't give it back in return. Because, I've always been giving things, like, I'm always expecting things to come out of, like, either relationships or friendships or professional life stuff. I always want something in return. It's, with the job stuff, I always get money in return and, livelihood in return. But emotionally, I just do not get the energy out of it. And I do not get the satisfaction that I would feel. And that applies to a lot of other things too. And so I've learned to only put in the energy that I need to into it. And so when it ultimately kind of like disappoints, and because a lot of times you can expect, like, yeah, I'm gonna get disappointed by this. You are not as sad. You can just go with the flow, and putting energy into things that give it back to you is really something that you need to understand in growing up. And when you become an adult, putting your emotional energy into things that really give it back to you. I'm kind of like going in circles here. But yeah, point is, it's a much more satisfactory life when you do that, and try not to care about things that do that. Again, just give it the energy that you need to and move on. That's something I've learned. That sounds like a kind of a depressing thing, because you always want to be hopeful that something will give back in return. But again, it's a much more stress relieving thing when you only give energy to things that give it back to you. So basically, don't let bad things into your heart for them to break it, okay? Keep your heart protected. Good advice from your local lowkeymatt. And I mentioned that because, like, Kingdom Hearts not been giving me much of a return recently. That's why I've not been making as many videos. I've been trying to find the groove again and trying to find a way that it gives me energy back that I enjoy. And I'm slowly finding that groove again. But for a while it wasn't like that. You got to keep working, find the things that work for you. Find the things that make you feel good. Find the people that make you feel great. I've definitely found that recently. I am in a Discord server with a bunch of people, and it is a group of friends that I share a lot of things in common with. We are really cool together. It's really nice, and I like being a part of that community. So it feels hopeless in the moment, but yeah, it's gonna be all right. All right. Yeah. Look, I always end these things with the deep thoughts, bro. I always go into deep philosophical shit at the end of these live streams because I'm a deep guy and oh my god. Yeah. I think that's all I want to talk about today. The state of Kingdom Hearts has come to an end. I guess I could briefly talk about the state of play. Kingdom Hearts was not there, obviously. We had a little jump scare with the Square Enix little text there. The beloved Square Enix franchise. And it got ultimately not that. It wasn't that. The one that we wanted, at least. I don't want to be being too extra passive. Sorry. I should have prefaced that. Yeah. That was kind of disappointing. Well, you can watch my video on that to see what my thoughts were on that. But yeah. Just talking about that briefly. Yeah. State of Kingdom Hearts. It's in a state. It is alive. It is not dead. And it will be alive someday, though. It will be alive someday. Just, I guess not today. One of these days it will, though. So, just, keep that in mind. This has been Low-Key Matt. I will see you guys in the next video. Whatever that's going to be. So, yeah. Bye-bye. I love you all. Mwah. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, all that cool stuff too. Really awesome if you did. All right, bye.